All right, welcome back. While some are praising, some are having a lot of issues. Otti was immersed in some political ding-dong with Abure some time back. But beyond Abure and Labour Party, there is also the governance of Abia State. Though he's been suspended from Labour Party, which he rose to become governor of Abia State. But the dividends, or will I say dividends, or the good governance that the people have been yearning for of Abians, it's like it's come to roast now. I mean, things are looking so beautiful. Peter Obi went for the Thanksgiving in Abia State for the 2 years Thanksgiving of Governor Otti, and he said these things cannot be hidden. Development cannot be hidden.
Yeah, you see, we have always said it. P2P made it very clear. You don't need 10 years. You don't need 50 years to make a difference. 1 day is enough to make a difference. 2 years actually too much to make a difference. I know things has shown.
I know you keep on saying that the presidency has 2 years.
Yes.
And I can make a lot of difference.
I know, I've always told you that. See, instead of, if I'm Asiwaju, to be sincere, if I'm Asiwaju, you see what I will do with these two remaining budget. Nigeria will marvel. I will ignore all these governors trying to decamp. There's not much they will do for me. At the dying minute, they can disappoint me. I will focus on Nigerians. 2 years is a lot. And I'm telling you, that's why I kept saying, as a Nigerian, it pays me better to be hopeful that at the federal level, which Obi was calling on, that they will do better in between now and 2027. So that 2027, even though Asiwaju continues or is able to win the election, I have no problem. Nobody has problem with any Nigerian winning the election. I mean, the test of democracy is not that you change governors. No, it's that the process brought the leader. No rigging, nothing. That's just it. So 2 years is a lot. Looking back on, Obi was calling on what's happened in this state in 2 years can't be replicated in the federal.
Is it 1 day?
1 day is enough. Your policy direction is enough. You don't need to secure second term to do anything. You don't. Your first tenure is sufficient for people. I told you, Otti will not struggle with his election. Even 1 year into his tenure,
if he takes a party SYZ.
Any people, yes. If just that we haven't tried in being independent candidate.
Yes.
Maybe it's time somebody tries to do that. Because our law allows that. But I think there's a lot of procedures. Even though he's an independent candidate, I think he will win his re-election. Because at the end of the day, if he can abandon politics and face governance. Like you said, Abure has kind of expelled him from the party, but although Nenadi said there's nothing like that, that's what Abure's tenure is expired. Let's not go into labor issues. So Otti, from day one, he has been trying to be governor of Abia State, and eventually came. They said, the preacher that preached in that place said the time of delay is the time of preparation. If you listen to what the preacher said.
You are talking like a pastor.
Yeah, I'm a man of God, but not a pastor.
See, the time of delay. I want somebody to catch that. Because there's a miracle today.
Somebody receive it. So, it's not of you to contest for a position 50 times. But when you eventually get the position, what would you do with it? What would you do with it? A random sample in Abia State, you don't need a signpost to fabricate and say door-to-door knocking for Otti. Otti project is knocking door-to-door of Abian people.
Every heart of an Abian person.
That's what P2B was saying, that they should do that at the federal level. Let your policy, programs and projects, your appointments, your initiative, your speech, your words, let it knock on the door of Nigerians. You don't need any signpost or any post. Obi said something. Say this appointment, these are what's it called? These achievements. We didn't hear them from radio. We can see them. We can feel them. They are here with us.
I wish we would just close, but we have to. Now the Abians themselves. You see, there's something I love. The opposition tried to look for loopholes. They say that he didn't park to the new governor's lodge. And he didn't do this. He's governing from his village. Those are immaterial things. He brought the media, showed them, and said, this house is not ready. Now we are turning this house to a 5-star hotel. Not only that, the evidence of development is there for everybody to see. Right now, we can't see the opposition. Eli.
The opposition were
In Abia.
dead opposition that had taken Abians for a ride for all these years, where the only thing the Abians knew, like what Anambra used to know before Ngige and Peter Obi became governor, was that nothing like development can ever happen. Nobody even knew that money was coming to the state. There was ever money to do anything, because the people who were there at those times were only eating the money, not doing anything. And people did not know. It is now that Nigerians begin to know that we actually have money in the hands of our governors to develop the states more than what we have. All right, so that is just it. It's as simple as that. And then for the issue of my colleague here saying that the pastor preacher said the time waiting is a time for preparation. A man can see also prepare to fail. It's not every man that prepares. So it's not every preparation that leads to success. After all, Buhari waited for how many years? And I'm sorry, but that is the truth.
What an example.
Of course, well, it's an example and it's the truth. So when we come to the issue of Abia State, it's now an eye-opening. What are you talking about opposition? They should be able to come out and explain to the people of Abians what happened. Were they not having allocation or generating internally money when they were in power? They should go and sit down and keep quiet and allow this man to do what he is doing. And of course, I expected the Senate president, even though this young man have not joined APC officially, to still use the same language he used not too long from now, that, well, I would have mentioned more of what you are doing if you were in APC. I love that language he used in Abia State. And I still like it that after that statement, more are happening in Abia State. If the governor decides to convert the state government house to a 5-star hotel, is it his personal business? Have we not have governors who took over government projects, properties, and make them personal properties? You now have a governor who feels that instead of him to come and live even in this place for whatever reason, if it's been turned to a 5-star hotel, it will generate revenue for the state that will use the money to develop this. And we have some few individuals who are kicking against it. Do they not have land again that another governor, if elected tomorrow, can decide to put a government house somewhere there? I think the man is doing well, but they should check him and ask him to do more, because from what Asiwaju told us, Nigerian governors have more money than they are playing with.
All right. Okafor,
Yeah.
from what we see, Otti, Labour Party, Uba Enugu, PDP, they are blazing the trail of development.
Yeah.
We've not seen or heard another from APC. The FCT is ruled by the minister. That's APC.
No, PDP.
Wike is PDP.
How can you call people? What's the problem?
Wike is PDP.
How can you call?
Oh, this one, now I'm going to share it.
No, Wike is a PDP man.
It's PDP now. Is he APC?
All right.
Wike is a PDP man.
Okay, if I'm getting a bit confused, but I'll try to put it together. Okay, we've not seen so much scene of any other APC governor. I mean, with distinct developmental strides like this. I mean, look at Enugu. I watched one conference, Science and Technology. The commissioner held a conference that has not been held anywhere like that. That's Lawrence.
But there's a record that
Obasani
in Kaduna
God bless you.
is doing well.
I'll give one bottle of that.
There's a record that Obasani is doing well. The truth is that Nigerians want good governance. Whether it's coming from APC, PDP, Nigerians want good governance. What is even the difference from what we have seen between APC and PDP?
No difference.
When there is corruption, they do it together.
So why are they defective?
Because there's no difference. They essentially proved. They have essentially proved that there's no difference. So Nigerians have looked beyond that. Nigerians have actually looked beyond party. To be sincere, last election taught us a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
They have looked beyond party. So what they look at is good governance. If they can find it, it's really very scarce. No doubt. These are the ones, still trying to, show some signs. Yes, even a lot of people initially, even this OT we are talking about, people were saying that its cost per unit development was really, really high. When people haven't seen anything at all, when they now see this microphone, they're not even interested in the cost.
At least we have seen it.
At least let's see mic first. We can move from there to optimization and efficiency.
Yeah.
It's so sad, like Peter B said, that he said we leaders who do not know that this money for government is not our own
personal money.
It's not our personal money. It's not our own. That I find it challenging, and I challenge it. That's why I tell you that I'm richer than any governor. Let that governor come and tell me. I said he was richer than me before he became a governor.
Yeah.
Let him come and tell me how he became richer than me. A government official working can't be richer than a businessman. What are you doing? How much is your pay that we can calculate for 4 years? We can calculate all your entitlement, everything, with your training and everything. How did you get there? So, but you find out that in Nigeria, becoming a government official has become a source to become rich. And that is why the nation is bleeding. Becoming a politician is a mechanism to become rich. You convert people's money to your own, and people will be worshiping you and clapping for you. You give them peanuts. You send your children to Harvard, you buy keke for them. You send your children to Imperial College, you buy Okada for them. After they drive Okada for 4 years, what do they become?
Okada. Now, will you be appalled seeing Governor Otti, move from where he is now to the ruling party? Will you be appalled by that?
Except for the undefined reasons, he's delivering, and I think his people like him. So what is wrong in remaining where he is? Except because, of course, the Labour Party have suspended him.
Or the Otti.
No, not our side.
Okay, sorry.
You are going to anger those who believe in Nenadi's government.
I'm sorry. I get it.
The Abure faction.
Abure faction suspended him.
APC is lowering him. They want him. And a Labour Party, his party, one side is for him, another side is against him. If that is not resolved before the next general election, and he decide not to have party internal crisis to affect him, even though his people like him, he still need his party, a party, to stand for him, because the agents will be brought by parties. The submission of candidates will be done by party, not individual candidacy. So, if he has reasons for him to move to SDP, AP, AD, APC, whatever party, Action Alliance, well, anyhow.
Do you think there will be any necessity for him to move?
To move to where?
Any party, any other party?
Well, if they don't resolve, like I said, they have a solution at hand, but if they want more solution, a better solution, they can go for it. As it is now, INEC continues to recognize Abure as it is now. We don't know if there's going to be a change to that. If there's going to be a change to that and he likes the change, or they decide, okay, Abure is just one man. Okay, we can actually elect other congresses from the ward upward. We can do that. Abure
and build the party up.
And build the party up. So it's on them. That's why I kept saying that the number one solution, as at the date they realized that different translation was given to the Supreme Court judgment. All they needed to do is forget about Songs of Victory, forget about Abure's tenure is expired or not, forget about Nenadi's caretaker position, committee, that position does not exist in the Constitution. Leave that aside. Come together first. Let's decide, what do we do?
I think they missed it from the beginning.
But
from after that judgment,
yeah, but they can still do that.
They know they can. There's nothing that
they can still do that. Otti, in his capability as the only governor that Labour Party has, and Obi as a highly revered person across Labour and obedience, can come together. Call Nenadi. Call Abure. They will attend.
Even call her
They
Papa.
will.
Call all of them. Even call her Papa.
What
They shouldn't call Callistus.
No, he has left.
That one has
No, he
gone.
has left. He has moved with 5 million.
So I think they can put the house in order, and Otti need not move at that time. And P2B, why going for coalition, which we say he has always needed, even though Labour is at peace, he will not go with a uniform momentum behind him.
From Labour. Okay. All right. We want development. That's what we want to see. Now, I've told you, Nigerians don't ask for too much. We just want a good life. That's all. And God has blessed this country immensely, both human and material potentials. Human, sweet. Mineral resources, great. Everywhere in this country is quite blessed. We'll right back on News.